Making sure my stream is active. Any day, YouTube. Any day. There we go. So, I previously made a video on this where I live streamed loot hunting and showing this off in great detail. This is just going to be a short, quick guide for people that don't have the time. This is the Geo Treasure Compass. It will essentially show you where pretty much all treasure, even including ones you dig in the ground, not actual chests, but the ones you dig in the ground, it'll show you where all treasure is in leeway that you're missing to get 100% completion on the map. Right now, I'm standing near a chest that is off in this distance. It's over here. I'm going to hold down, for PS4, I hold down the trigger here on the left. I basically have got the compass activated, so it's on the right side in that ring. I hit circle, and it doesn't show anything. And the reason why is I'm just barely outside the effective range of this being useful. And when you don't get a marker to show up, it will cool down very quickly. As you can see there, it's taking about 5 seconds or less to cool down. Official. Not the time official.
And the princess in different...
Okay, sometimes she doesn't know when to be quiet. Anyways, if I get a little bit closer though, it should activate here. See, I just barely got close enough, and you see that gold line that goes out? Now it's taking me to where that treasure chest is. I'm going to go nighttime so you can see this gold line better. And I'm also going to show you on the map the effective range of this. As you saw, when I was back just a little bit, it wasn't taking me to it.
A lot to do with the guild.
When I got a little bit closer, now this is to give you a visual representation of how far this works. I'm zoomed in completely on the map. This is where I was standing that it works. This is where the treasure chest is. So this is the range you're working with. And anything in a circular radius here, I don't have like a compass, so I can't draw this on the screen, sadly. But anything in a circular radius of where I'm at, try to imagine like a circle here. And I'm at the center. So the diameter would be from here to here. And then it'd be in a circle. That's how effective this compass is. Now if I zoom all the way out on the map, it kind of changes that, obviously. Now it's a tinier circle on the map. But as you can see, I'm at 93% on Bishu Plain. That means I've got a lot of treasure around here to find. Now as for this area, it's 100%, so wherever these invisible lines are for the Midland, I've gotten all the treasure there. If there isn't any treasure around you, you will continually see...
Take a rest while I go back.
You will continually see this right here, where it just cools down right away, and it doesn't take you anywhere. Then essentially what you want to do is you want to mark that point on the map where you didn't get a reading, and then you want to, fan out in any direction you want, and keep doing readings. Once you finally get a reading on the map, you can make a little pin that this is where you were on the map, kind of like this, and then kind of make an imaginary circle, and anywhere in that circle there could be treasure. And just keep trying to mark points on the map of where you've been, and then once you finally have an area at 100%, you can take all the pins off the map of where you've been. So let me show you now that treasure chest. I'm going to walk over to it.
Really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
I just want to point out too, if for some reason another treasure chest comes within a closer range than the one you were previously going for, it'll split off. So if I was over here and all of a sudden I see a gold line going another direction, that means that treasure chest is closer than the one I was previously going for. So just keep that in mind as well. But let's get this line on the screen. You see how it goes that direction? That's where we're going. Also, I have my camera settings defaulted to zoom out. Then I don't have to constantly go here and zoom in and out on the camera. That's under options here. Or settings, I mean. I go to the options on the PlayStation button. It's default camera distance for the PS4. I've got it set to maximum zoom distance. Then I don't have to constantly zoom in or zoom out. And the reason I'm doing that is so I can more easily see that gold line. Now the gold line can go through objects, it can go through mountains, it can go high or low. If I was like, let me give you an example. There's the treasure chest right there. So versus where I was, all the way over there to that rock, versus where I am now. That's how far it goes, visually. Now if I'm standing up here and I activate it, it will go through this rock, the gold line, towards that chest. See that? It's hard to see. It's hard to see because I'm up here. But it can essentially go through objects. So you might have to change your height. If you're too high, you can actually not have a reading because you're too high. Like if I was up on Wanshu Inn at the very top there, for example, and there's a chest way, way down at the bottom, it's possible that it won't show me that chest because the distance from me to that chest is too great. And that's why I'm showing you a visual representation of where I was over there on that rock versus where this chest is. And I'm trying to get to the very edge here, so if I activate the compass, you should be able to see that gold line go straight down. Let's see if I can make that work. Yeah, see how it goes through? So it's telling me to go down here. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab this finally. Get it off my map. If it'll let me grab it. And now I'm going to do another compass reading right here and see if anything else shows up. Judging by the fact that it kept going straight down to that chest, that was the closest one, but there might be another one nearby too. Let's find out. If there isn't, it'll just time out within 5 seconds and there will be no gold direction of where to go. Yep, it just timed out. There's no gold direction where to go. So as far as where to get this, essentially you need to level up the city reputation system in Liyue to level 6. There's plenty of ways to do that. Doing the bounties that are 5-star, doing the world levels, exploring your world. Like, you only need 60% exploration for the world. I'll just travel down there really quick and show you, I guess. Basically, you got to get it leveled up to level 6, and then you will get a blueprint, which you just activate. You go over to the blacksmith, and you forge it. I believe it's going to take 30 core lapis, 10 blue level treasure hoarder symbols. They have to be blue, and I think it's like 50 crystal ore. We'll go check that out. I can show you exactly how much it takes. I think you can only forge it here in Liyue, but I could be wrong. You might be able to forge it from the blacksmith in Mondstadt as well. But the actual compass you can only get from the treasure system here in Liyue for getting to reward level 6. Okay, Miss Yu here is the reputation lady in Liyue. We'll go to the reputation reward, and as you can see here, it's level 6, which is as high as I've been so far. I only once leveled up the city in Mondstadt. Otherwise, I'd probably be closer to 7 or 8 right now. But essentially, if you do one city at a time, you can't do the other one for the next week. It only lets you work on one city at a time. You can mix and match. You could do like a bounty here, and you could do a bounty in Mondstadt. However you want to do it, I would say focus on one city at a time, though. So that's the blueprint that you get for reaching level 6. If you do the world exploration to 60% for Liyue, you can get all 3 of that unlocked for 100 points each. You can do the world quests here, specifically of the land amidst monoliths, Farewell Archaic Lord, and A New Star Approaches. I think I've streamed all those. They're 100 points apiece. The requests are kind of minimal. I think it's like 20 to 40 per each one of these. I think maybe it's 40 for each one. And then, of course, the bounties, if you can do it, do the 5-star ones. Even if you fail a couple of times, it's worth it point-wise. Otherwise, you have to wait an entire week. I would never advise to do these lower ones. Once you've leveled up the city completely, if it lets you do these just for the fun of it, maybe do it at that point, just so you can get a taste of what those ones are like. But initially, to get your level 8, just do that. So, heading on over to the blacksmith.
Ironmongers. Here to
Master Zane here. We're going to go, I'd like to have something made. Oop. Cancel that. Whew. I almost just wasted original resin making a Mystic Enhancement ore. That's scary. Careful not to press buttons like I just did when you get in here too fast. Okay. This is the Geo Treasure Compass. Like I said, it's going to take 10 of those blue level treasure hoarder medallions or whatever it is. I don't know why I can't like select it to show you. Anyway, select recipe, select character. Anyway, as far as like what character you use, I've got most of the characters unlocked. There doesn't seem to be any bonus, so sorry. Maybe Mona or somebody has some, I don't know. 30 core lapis, like I was saying, and 50 crystal ore. The last thing I'll say is a quick place on where to find this stuff. Best place I can say where to get quick core lapis is over here in Mount Hula. You can get a bunch around here. This map zoom thing sucks on the PS4. Let me go way out here for a second. There we go. So Mount Hula is a good spot all around here. If you go down here to this teleportation point or just travel there, there's a hidden cave right down here with a ton of crystal ore, core lapis, all that kind of stuff. And here's another good spot for crystal ore. I think some core lapis. It's actually right near Leeway. Take this teleportation point. Crystal ores are right here, and there's like a cave inside this mountain. You enter it from right about here. Whole bunch in there. Of course, there's a ton of crystal ore around Gayun Stone Forest, specifically that island, and then around here. Also, crystal ore locations in Storm Terror's region. Ton of it around here. Tons of it. Also, you can find crystal deposits around Chinyun Peak. I would say the fastest way to get your crystal ore deposits is you talk to Master Zane here. You go about Leeway's missing, or mining products, whatever. Just speed talk to him really quick. I've done this so many times, I just don't want to read it again. He will mark on your map these crystal ore sites. Travel to them on the daily and just mine out what's there. And then also there's a guy over here. Yeah, I don't know if it's day or night time specific, but anyway, he's right here. You talk to him. He will give you an additional mining location. So there's the ones for Leeway if you want to get the ones for Mondstadt. Typically, they don't include locations where core lapis is at, but it's mostly for mystical ore, but you want the crystal ore, obviously. If you talk to Draft here, he's going to be right here during the daytime where my cursor is. He will give you a location somewhere in Mondstadt, and then you'll get a bunch of them from the blacksmith here as well, like we just did there for Leeway. And then you just mine all those out every day. Every like 24 hours it should be available, I believe. That's pretty much it. As far as like using the compass, it shows up in your gadgets here. That's what this new spot is here as of update 1.1. You basically have to activate it first. So if I do that, it's removed. See how it's not there anymore? So we go back into items and you just highlight it, equip it, and now it shows up there on the map.
I still have a lot to do.
I can activate it.
How about you take a
According to
rest
this,
while I
I've
go
got some
back?
treasure here that I need to go grab. Somewhere in this direction. I will end the video grabbing this one. I don't want to end up having another huge stream like I did last time. I did a lot of exploring and going through things, so let's see if I've narrowed it down. Oh, there it is right there. I can't believe after all this time I'm still missing treasure chests in Leeway. I really need to explore Leeway better. So when I activate this compass, it's going to point right at that chest right there. And that's pretty much it. I hope this has been useful, and happy hunting for your treasure, getting your completion done for the game. Catch you on the next one.